Great. So key labeling and food safety rules. So number one, bilingual in Canada. Both English and French are both official languages in Canada. They are treated the same. And what I mean by treated the same is that the font size has to be the same. English, whatever font size, your French should not be smaller. That can get you in trouble, and particularly in the province of Quebec. And you need to follow all the standards. Your ingredients, how they're listed in terms of quantity, in terms of other ingredients. Your nutrition facts table, that has to be there. If it's a supplemented food, you need to have a supplemented foods facts table, SFFT, and of course allergens. Huge. That's the highest risk. If you miss an allergen, it is pretty much an automatic recall. They'll announce it publicly to all news outlets and whatnot. So allergens, you got to make sure all the allergens that are applicable to your product are listed on your food label. And then there's net weight and other details as well. And yeah, there's basically 12 allergens. The popular ones are milk, peanuts, eggs, wheat. Sulfites are another one. Just really important that that's on your label. The front of package symbol. Now this is coming into effect January 1st in terms of the enforcement by CFIA. This is kind of the final phase. The first phase was basically this transition, educating the public about it that's coming, and educating stakeholders, companies that this will apply to. So these are foods that are high in sodium, sugar, and fat, or fat. They will have this kind of square box and a little magnifying glass as well. It's in black and white, different shapes and sizes based on the dimensions of your packaging. Certain foods are exempt. For example, spices or butter or whatnot. Obviously, if you have like salt, you don't have to say high in sodium. It's common knowledge. So yeah, this has already been rolling out. We've been seeing a lot of it on store shelves already. And yeah, January 1st is that cutoff. CFIA will start enforcing this. They'll be going probably to at the store level, store shelves, checking, confirming that they will probably be pretty, I would think, quote unquote soft in terms of they will notify that brand or that importer or exporter or whatnot, and they'll say, hey, this product they're supposed to have that on their label, the FOP symbol. Please let us know when you're going to transition this package out that doesn't have it, and have the new package, and then we will follow up with you to make sure that it's there. The other thing also that you have to think about, that this could become a proxy as well, is that if you don't have that symbol and then they give you a warning, they're going to probably be policing you more closely for everything else, right? So that means your packaging, making sure it's compliant, bilingual, who's your SFCR importer. They will start digging deeper, and that could happen either randomly at a kind of like a pseudo audit, or they may do it at the border every time it gets shipped in because you've been flagged. And that ends up you having to spend time now managing this and answering questions back and forth, right? So it's really important that you do this upstream, you're fully compliant, so that you don't have to deal with the one-off warning and then the subsequent checks and questioning and whatnot that may happen every shipment that comes into the country. So there's something that's optional. This is not really a regulatory requirement. It's more of a marketing tool that companies use. Certifications. GFSI is really more on the activity part of things that won't be really on your label. Typically it isn't, but some companies do put SQF or BRC on their label. You would have to get permission, obviously, from that certifier if you're able to do that. But there's other things too, like organic. Organic is actually a regulation in Canada where in order for you to say certified organic, the product has to be 95% organic of all the ingredients. There are variations of the word organic, like you could say ingredients with product with organic ingredients. So there are variations of it, but if you're going to say strictly certified organic, you have to follow that rule, and you'd have to have a certification like USDA or there are other organic certifiers out there. And then there's others too that may be applicable to your business, such as halal or kosher. There are organizations that offer those services. And again, that's not a regulatory requirement. It is really a marketing tool that you can use.